Here's a video of a book written by Edward Ardizzone in the 1970s, named Johnny's Bad Day. I love the book because it has no words, no script, and you just have to know what's happening in the pictures. So if you show it to a child, they'll enjoy telling you the story, hopefully, if they look carefully at the pictures. I've reinterpreted it, so here we go. The title, let's go. The title page is similar to an original book. In the original artwork, Johnny is squeezed between the bed and the wall or window, indicating that he has got out of bed on the wrong side. Apparently, that saying is used at least in Europe. I know an Italian student has told me this. I have changed this to show his day has started with two broken toys. So I didn't want it to be exactly the same. Page 2 is the on the page 2 of the original. Shows the boy's mother asking him what's wrong. She's opening her palms out and asking him what's wrong. When I did this, the copy, I didn't realise that I believe he may be a little bit smaller, so I made him a little bit too big in the drawing and sketch. So I'm going to change that to, that's the only one that needs changing size-wise. The next page, for reasons best known to the author, original author, Edward Ardizzone, the boy is having his face washed. If I got up in a bad mood as a boy, the last thing I'd want is my face washed or my hair brushed. I removed the box he is standing on and added a roller blind in the scene. Now, to make the boy feel even worse, his mother brushes his hair. It may be on this page I decided the colour palette. Some changes are made to the room, such as a desk or a TV and a PC, as there are on page 2, where the mother's asking him what's wrong or putting her palms out as if to say, what's wrong? He's looking very down. Um, uh, Okay, now they're at breakfast on the next page, and the boy is demonstrating his bad mood, reacting across the table and knocking the milk over. His sister is here, but I was going to do this. I was going to do this narration while watching the video, but I haven't done that. Here we are. I've got it. I've got it. There we go. Okay. So he's at the table and he's knocking the milk over, and at the same time, I'm drawing the curtains in the background. You can see some of the original drawings that I've traced over, just to get the feeling of the movement. Obviously, he was so professional. I love his books, Ardizzone, and they're just magical. I've changed some stuff in the room. For example, I put a different picture on the wall. I've used the water effect in the Fresco, the Photoshop-like program. He's upset his mother because he's a little bit angry at the table, grabbing the biscuits or whatever they are. So he's been sent out of the room. That's another drawing there. And into the room with his father, where he's banging to fix his aeroplane. And his father's got his hands over his ears. So he's making a lot of noise. So he's not popular in that room. So he's still not doing very well for his day. The second picture there is where his father is pointing as if to say, no, you can't do that in there. I'm trying to work. So he has to then, the next thing is he moves out of the room. and he in fact goes out into the street. Ardizzone's next picture is a bubble of his father in his mind, a bubble of his father, where he sees him as a pig with. But I didn't use that. I thought it was a little bit politically incorrect. But one of my favourites is where he's standing in front of the shop. This is the next one I'm looking at now. Standing in front of the shop. I've added some sweets there. Artist only put candies. Funny enough. Although he was British, very British, if you listen to his Desert Island discs. Some stuff in there isn't. I've worked on it. I put a little present there, and he's testing one, but he's got no money. Ardizzone drawing there, beautiful. I love the etching. Got no money at all. He's just used two colours in this. So the next thing is where he's opening his pockets to show that he has no money, but he still would love the idea of having some sweets. There's a dog there, which I found quite interesting. The dog at the doorway is very flat-haired, but the dog in this next picture that I'm looking at now is quite hairy, so I made him hairy. And then this next image I had to make up, so I didn't trace this. Got the dog first, as you could see, and then I decided to do a tracing of a boy running, and then trace over it to get the picture of the character that I wanted. In this case, it's Sergio. So I added some more stuff. I put some brownies in a jar. And then I thought, oh, a character would be nice here, watching them running past, because the character is chasing the dog with probably a brownie in his mouth. And finally, we're near the end now. Near it's not the end. We're getting near the end of this movie. That he trips over, and more to see.